all day, I can do this all night, all month, all year, for my whole entire life. Who you know got a home, but seem to live on the road, looking like a black gypsy in a caravan of rose. Music for the people, I used to rap on the train. Now I rap on the stage and I'm used to capital gain. I ain't asking for change, I'm good at coining the phrase. What I want is more than ever and never to fade away. Is that too much to ask? Good, cause I ain't asking. Already into action, I had your answer retracted. So stay about my business, it's crowded enough with me. You added it's just a witness, I'd rather not even see. I'm good with the folks around me, get from round me before we commence to clown. And yeah, keep it on the level, yeah, keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the ladder while you in need of a shovel. Let's get at 'em. I'm climbing up the. Be on the level, be on the level. I'm climbing up the. I'm climbing up the. Be on the level, be on the level. I'm climbing up the ladder while you in need of a shovel. Yeah. Don't give it to me easy. I like a little challenge. When it feels better, when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning. It's a ongoing thing. Don't give it to me easy. I like a little challenge. When it feels better, when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning. It's a ongoing thing. I'm climbing up the. I'm climbing up the. I'm climbing up the. Shovel. I can do this all day, I can do this all night. Do this all night. I can do this all day, I can do this all night. Don't all night. Do this all night. I can do this all day, I can do this all night. Do this all night. I can do this all day, I can do this all night. Don't all night. Do this all night. Don't give it to me easy. I like a little challenge. When it feels better, when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning. It's an ongoing thing. Don't give it to me easy. I like a little challenge. When it feels better, when you take a little damage. Slow, learning fast, earning, stay burning, wheels turning. It's an ongoing thing.
Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Pope. I am the Academic Support Specialist with the Atlanta Virtual Academy. I'd like to formally welcome you to the 2024-2025 Enrollment Interest Meeting for the AVA Full-Time Flex Program. I have on here with me just a little bit of housekeeping. You all are on YouTube. I am in Zoom. Our AVA counselor, Miss Ayana Echols, is on YouTube with you all to answer any questions that you may have. And again, my name is Kenton Pope. I'm the Academic Support Specialist with the Atlanta Virtual Academy program. And today, I will be sharing information about the AVA Full-Time Flex program. I will be broadly discussing parent-student expectations. I will also help you perform a self-assessment. So the self-assessment is to help you determine if this is the best program for your student. And I'll share a few nuggets throughout the presentation just to give you a couple of ideas around performing that self-assessment. And also I will share next steps, specifically next steps related to registration. Why virtual? I always do this activity with parents and students at the beginning just to kind of give you an idea of why, some common reasons why students choose virtual, and um, we try to help you figure out if those things are true or whether or not they are false. Is virtual convenient? Yes, it can be convenient, right? The courses are available any time of the day, 24/7. However, students must log in every single day to do work. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Is the work easier? Sometimes students report that work is a little bit harder. And one of the biggest reasons for that is our students have to complete the entire assignment. The entire course. So what that means is they have to follow all of the state standards. So whereas in a traditional classroom, if a teacher doesn't get to the last unit, they may not be able to cover the last unit in that particular course. However, if the state requires it, we require it. That's the difference between our classes and physical classrooms. Also, if teachers don't particularly care for a particular topic, they may not cover it as in depth as they may need to. Our courses, again, cover the entire course. So just keep that in mind. So sometimes students report that our courses are a little bit more difficult because they are the entire course. Also, flexible schedule work anytime. Yes and no, right? So that can be true and false. Students are able to work anytime during a particular day that they want to, meaning that they can work in the morning, afternoon, or evening, but they must work during every day that school is in session. They're also, however, able to work when school is not in session during breaks and holidays, but they are required to work during days that school is in session. Work at your own pace. This is a very common myth around virtual, particularly our program, the way that it's set up. Again, students must work every single day, and in the system, and we'll get into that later, in the actual orientation session, this is just the information session for registration, but I just want to give you a heads up. During the actual orientation session that I offer for parents and students, I get way more in depth about working at your own pace. Students have a calendar that they are working off of in every class. So every class requires a certain assignment to be completed. Less distraction. So yes, there can be less distractions in terms of the school environment, but the same distractions that exist in the real world will exist for your child when they're completing their virtual work. So let's talk about the enrollment process. There's a QR code there available for you. The AVA full-time enrollment process is quite simple. First, you visit our Bitly, our page, our Bitly link there. You go to that page, and at the very top, there will be a registration link. Registration does not open until February 12th. So what that means now is if you were to go to the page today, I believe today is the 7th, the registration link will not open until at least February 12th, which is a Monday. So that's when registration will open and will close on March 14th. Just FYI, if you are a parent who is currently enrolled, anyone may be watching this. So if you are a parent whose child is currently enrolled in the full-time program, you would choose returning / continuing student from the drop down. If you are a new parent and your child is not currently enrolled, meaning today, as of right now, today, your child is not currently enrolled today in the full-time program that we currently offer, then you're going to choose new student. So just keep that in mind when you're completing the registration form. You will receive a registration confirmation or enrollment confirmation email by May 11th. More than likely before that, but at least by May 11th, everyone will have heard whether or not what their next steps are for enrollment, and your enrollment will be confirmed. With that said, these are some registration notes, some things to keep in mind. First, students must be enrolled in their zone school. So that's critically important. If your child is not currently right now today enrolled in an APS school, your child is not currently qualify to be enrolled in the AVA full-time flex program. Now, with that being said, if your child were to enroll in August or some later date, that's perfectly fine. However, your child must be enrolled to complete the AVA full-time flex program. So this is only for students inside of the Atlanta Public Schools attendance zone. No late applications will be accepted. So March 14th is the deadline. That is a hard deadline. There will be no applications accepted after that point. Please work with the Office of Student Assignment. They are the office that is coordinating our application process. So that's the team that is providing the actual registration form that will be open on February the 12th. 504 and IEP students with the 504 and/or IEP will need to have their services reviewed by our student support team, our district student support team, to ensure that they can be implemented in a virtual setting. That team will be working with every family individually. They will be reaching out to you individually to have that discussion and conversation with you about your particular student, their needs, and that match for the virtual environment. AVA 101, right? So a little bit about AVA. This year we're celebrating our 11th anniversary. We also annually enroll 4,000 plus students. We are a fully accredited virtual learning environment that is available to all APS zone students. And again, we just talked about being in an APS attendance zone in order to participate in our program. Rigorous middle and high school content. Courses are taught by highly qualified APS certified teachers. High school courses are offered year-round. So fall, spring, and summer. We have courses available to students all year round. And in addition to the full-time program, just so you know, we also have a part-time program, which we will not be talking about today. But that's a program where students can take a few courses while they're still enrolled face-to-face in high school. So let's talk about flex program features. So students in the program are enrolled at their home school or Phoenix Academy for high school only. So let's talk about that. Again, your child must be attached to a school. That's critically important. So make sure that your child's registered for a school right now today. Students can work 100% virtually on their courses. There's no need to physically come in to complete an assignment per se. So just keep in mind they can work 100% virtually. Students can work anytime during the day. So again, they can work anytime during the day. They cannot work any day of the week that they want to. If school is in session, they are required to work. Students can choose from 75 rigorous core content courses. Students can access individual support as necessary. We'll talk about that a little bit later. High school students can earn a full high school diploma. Students must fulfill all APS high school graduation requirements. So for instance, one of the requirements is community service, right? They still have to complete that requirement in order to graduate, even though they're taking all of their courses online. So what is AVA Full-Time Flex, right? So a description, this is a program through which students can complete all of their required classes online. So every class that a student takes, they're taking it online. Students generally complete 6 classes per term. We'll talk about what that looks like in terms of time a little bit later. The instructional model is a flex asynchronous model where the material is made available to the student and students are able to work independently but still able to work with teacher at predetermined times. And we'll talk about that a little bit later when we get into student support. So this next page gives you a slight comparison between face-to-face and AVA, where students are able to transition. In a face-to-face environment, students have to transition to and from school, meaning they have to get there. So whether they're riding the MARTA bus, whether they're riding school transportation, whether they're getting in the car and getting there, they have to move back and forth. With AVA, they're able to work from home. With face-to-face, they must be present in class to receive assignments and turn in assignments. In the virtual environment, obviously, they're able to turn in assignments and interact with the teacher virtually. In a face-to-face environment, students have to follow the bell schedule. With our courses, students can work anytime. Also, with our coursework, sometimes in high schools and face-to-face environments, students have to take additional courses. They have to take a full class of 8 classes. They have to take a full schedule of 8 courses, even if they don't need the full 8 courses. So that's a little bit different in our environment. Again, we limit our course offering to 6 per student, but also we only require students to take the necessary courses. So many times our students who are older, like our juniors and our seniors in high school, many times they'll be enrolled in dual enrollment, or they'll be enrolled in the Atlanta College and Career Academy or some other outside program that will allow them to kind of fill their schedules that way with other things that they may want to do. So our program is truly flexible in that way. So obviously with the virtual environment as well, the last point is that students receive instruction online. So let's talk about what successful virtual students look like. And just so that you know, I have about 15 years of experience working in the virtual environment, maybe a little bit more now, in terms of working with students who have completed their work virtually. So I've seen quite a number, probably worked with thousands of students at this point in the virtual environment. And we found that certain traits, successful virtual students share certain very important traits. So one of the traits is that they are very focused students. They're students who are independent, who are able to work mainly on their own, who don't need a lot of support and a lot of guidance. This is the kind of where the self-assessment piece comes in, where you look at your student, you kind of determine and figure out whether or not virtual is the best fit for them. Some students are better supported in an environment where they can go into a physical building. That's just how some people work best. We all have different strengths and abilities in that way. Also, successful virtual students communicate with AVA faculty. They're able to self-manage. They're academically capable, and they have involved family members who are advocates for their success, their educational needs. One of the things I want to talk about here is the fact in terms of having being academically capable. So here's something to keep in mind. If your child struggles in school in the face-to-face environment, they're more than likely going to struggle in the virtual environment as well. And that's not necessarily a scary way. It's just a part of that self-assessment piece. So if your student struggles with math and they have a teacher in front of them every single day, they're going to struggle that much more if they do not have a teacher in front of them. I mean, if they're working in a virtual environment, right? So next, let's discuss. So keep that in mind as you're thinking again, performing that self-assessment. Think again about whether or not your child will be capable of doing their work on their own. How successful are they in a classroom with a teacher? How successful do you think they will be in terms of trying to grasp the information just with very limited teacher support or different types of teacher support? Let's talk about learning opportunities and course types. AVA provides an online experience that is engaging, making virtual lessons and courses available to students so that students can get back on track to graduation or graduate early. So we offer various types of courses. We offer initial credit courses as well as credit recovery courses. Those are for our high school students only. That's for students who have not successfully completed a course before. If they have to retake a course, think about that, things like that. CTAE and career readiness courses, health and physical education, foreign language as well. Just so that you know, our course list is available on our website. The same link that you use to get to the full-time information has our other course information there as well. So let's talk about time commitment. So again, we offer two types of courses. We have initial credit and credit recovery for high school students only. With initial credit courses, the student has not taken the course before. This is a course that a student has not taken before. All middle school students take initial credit courses. There are no credit recovery courses for middle school students. Time commitment, 70 to 90 hours over the course of a semester. A semester, just so that you know, is 90 days. That's about an hour per course per day. Students must complete all course content with no ability to skip. So students have to work through the entire course. And just to go back to something I said earlier, 1 hour per course per day. Students are taking 6 courses. That's equivalent to about 6 hours per day that they are required to be online, generally speaking. Credit recovery. Student has taken the course before and received a failing grade. This takes about 20 to 30 hours over the average, again, 90-day semester. Students may skip content as they demonstrate mastery of 80% or higher. So I wanted to take the time to pause here for questions and to check the chat real quick. So give me a second to do that. As I'm checking the chat, I want to see if anyone has any questions. So give me a moment. Again, you all are on YouTube. I am on Zoom. So there is a slight delay. All right, I don't see any questions here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my share. I'm going to stop my share real quick. And we're almost done here. Maybe about 2 or 3 more minutes. And that will be it for me. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type those in the chat. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to screen share. Give me 1 second. All right, so on to testing. All right, so as far as testing goes, there are two types. There are final exams and there's end of course or EOG tests. For final exams, those are embedded into the course. Those are taken online at the end of the course, right? Those again are taken online. There's no need to come in for final exams. However, for EOC and EOG exams, those are counted as final exams in the course. However, those are state exams and they must be taken at the student's home school. So as of right now, for high school, there are four EOC courses, four courses that require an EOC exam. That is Part B of American Literature, Algebra 1, U.S. History, and Biology. EOG exams, those are middle school courses. Those EOGs are the EOC equivalent for middle school courses. And if that's required, the teacher will let you know. Students enrolled in EOC courses must take the EOC exam. This again is for high school. If not, they will not earn credit for the course. Again, the EOC is required. If a student does not sit for the exam, they will not receive credit for the course. That is critically important. Those tests count for 20% of the final grade. So keep that in mind. The exam schedule is set by the district. In terms of course offerings, you see a list here. This list is pretty much the same for us as of right now. It has not changed much. I believe we've added all of our AP courses here. So just to give you a general idea, we offer a variety of standard courses as well as honors as well as AP courses. You can see all of that here. This list is also available on our website. For middle school course offerings, we offer English, math, science, world language, social studies, as well as physical education and health and art. The program is actually, we are currently looking to expand some of our course offerings, particularly in the elective area for our middle school students. So just stand by for that. But this gives you a really good general idea of our middle school course offerings currently. Now, in terms of one common question is, can my student still participate in events and things at their home school? The answer is absolutely yes. So in terms of sports and extracurriculars, full-time able students can participate in sports and extracurricular activities at their home school. 100% yes. And this could include something such as sports could include something such as basketball or lacrosse or whatever sports your particular school offers, but it also could include, and extracurriculars could also include things such as marching band or prom or the most important one, graduation. So keep that in mind. Students do graduate from their home school. So I always say that once a made student, always a made student. So just because your child enrolls in the AVA full-time program, that does not necessarily mean they have to separate themselves from their homeschool and their activities. They can still do anything that any other student at that particular school can do in terms of extracurricular activities. AVA and dual enrollment. AVA students may enroll in dual enrollment courses. And dual enrollment courses, just so that you know, are college level courses offered to high school students. Our students participate in dual enrollment very heavily, particularly as they get older. The dual enrollment application process will be managed in partnership with the homeschool counselor. So the AVA counselor will work with the high school counselor, the homeschool high school counselor, to advise as well as approve dual enrollment courses for those particular students. In terms of AVA and the Atlanta College and Career Academy, students, in case you don't know what the Atlanta College and Career Academy is, let me explain that. The Atlanta College and Career Academy is a program that allows Atlanta Public Schools students to take certain career track classes, career education courses on the campus near university. We have a campus down there, and they get to take courses such as airplane maintenance. They can take automotive mechanics. They can take carpentry, plumbing, HVAC. They have a child care program. Then they have a multitude of programs, cybersecurity as well. So students can take those courses. Those courses require students to be on their campus either in the morning or in the afternoon. That's why AVA Flex works really well with this particular program because, again, AVA Flex students are allowed to work any time of the day that they choose to work. They are not able to work any day of the week that they choose to work, however. So they do have the flexibility working on the weekends again. However, they must work every day. So ACCA and dual enrollment work really well with AVA Flex because the student could take a course in the morning time and then do their AVA courses in the afternoon, or vice versa. They can start their AVA courses in the morning and then do their ACCA or their dual enrollment in the afternoon. So AVA Flex is a really good option for those particular students. In terms of student supports, we have multiple levels of student support. We have the LVLC, the live virtual online classroom. I covered these things a little bit more in depth and I show you what they look like in my orientation, which you will be participating in later, the full-time parent and student orientation. There's also phone support. There's also messaging and email. There's also we operating a student support hub. This may change, but as of now, we have our 4 full-time teachers, our 1 counselor, 1 academic support specialist, as well as additional adjunct instructors. So here we are again at the registration information. A few things to keep in mind that I'll point out that I've already pointed out earlier. Registration open from February 12th through March 14th. You will receive an email confirmation no later than May 11th. Those will start going out as early as April the 26th. Students must be enrolled in their home zone school. No late applications will be accepted. We're asking that everyone work with the Office of Student Assignment. They are in charge of the application link. And also just keep in mind, again, 504 IEP students will need to have their services reviewed to ensure they can be implemented in a virtual setting. Again, please go ahead and feel free to click on that QR code. It will take you to our full-time enrollment page. And at the very bottom, you will see, no, the second link from the top, the second bullet point from the top, you will see the registration link once it becomes live. At the very bottom, you will see recordings of this session. So the same link that was used to get on the session, you'll see a recording link there. You can go back and watch the recording if you need more information or if you need the links to the full-time page, whatever you may need or more information about registration, you can come back to this recording at any given point in time. And I will take you over very briefly at the end of this presentation to the full-time page. And with that, we will see you in the fall. I'm going to walk through very briefly the page really quickly, and I'll be ending this meeting in a few minutes. Let's stop my share.